Damn, Ooch, you the worst.
We're reporting to you live from Velvet, Hawaii. This is Michael, your nightlife reporter and music journalist. Kicking it off, we have our guests. They are part of the Hawaii boy band Party Foul, and they're releasing their new album Tragic with their opening concert happening here at Velvet, Hawaii tomorrow from 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. Please give it up for Young UCH.
Too cold in this bitch, mini skirt. I know people watching. Fiji Westwood clutch. I look bad as fuck. Cake pop crush. I just had your cuff. Talk a lot of shit. I can back it up. He hit it good, so every night I sleep tight. His head is over heels. He tryna deep dive. Cake pop crush. I just had your cuff. So I talk a lot of shit, but I can back it.
Thanks, Michael.
Yeah, I got you. How are you feeling today, though?
I feel incredible, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, earlier in the week I was feeling the pressure, but today, I'm just having so much fun. I'm like jumpy with anticipation and excitement for tomorrow. Yeah.
What are you most excited for about tomorrow?
Just to finally get out there, honestly. Like I've been doing this boy band thing now for 5 years, and I haven't been able to release, solo music since then. And I love being in my boy bands. Like, it's one of the best things that's happened to me. But at the same time, I also have dreams and aspirations of releasing my own music and doing art, like, in my specific expression. So I just feel like it's about time, and I'm ready to get to it.
No, and you're doing it. That's the main thing. Tragic comes off of 6 years of different creative processes, postpones, and personal life changes within that time frame. Take me through the metamorphoses that Tragic may have encountered since.
So Tragic is actually a collection of songs from 2020 all the way up to now, 2026, that all kind of were telling the same story, or kind of like all touching on the same aspect of my life. And I realized that even throughout the years where my life was changing so much, I kept writing songs about this. And so I was like, you know what, let me make a project, let me put it all together, put it out, and then I can like move on from it. Artistically, like I could feel myself, I kept getting pulled back to it. It originally was just supposed to be a mixtape where I just put something out, like a lot of old songs. I revamped some of them and touched them up, but I really wanted to put something together. And then in the end, the more I listened to it, the more I built on it and created it. I was like, this is actually like a full project that I really want to put out with like a theme, and photography, and like maybe explore like different ideas on how we can release it.
Right. What does a song have to include for you to put something out?
I would say like there has to be something memorable. I think that's the most important thing for me. Like I try really hard to not be formulaic. Like Tragic is kind of eclectic. There's a lot of different vibes on there. But what qualifies the song for me is not necessarily a specific sound or anything like that. It's more like, does the song stick out? Like, is it memorable? Can you see the title and be like, I want to listen to that because I remember this part that I like. Sometimes it's just like one moment. Like when I'm performing Calvin Klein, like everyone's living the whole song just so that they can go, then what you mean? Like, just for that one line.
House party,
And it's just 808s and drums. Like there's not really like a whole lot going on. Because but that one little memorable part makes it like worth putting out for me. And they're all the tracks to me had parts that I remembered that stuck out that I just wanted people to hear, and I thought people would be excited about in whatever fashion, whether it's in the lyrics, in the production, and the vocal performance, or even the music video.
I wanted to ask if you could talk to me about the conceptualization of these different videos, and has Tragic been a sequential visual project because of that?
The visuals are important. The visuals are important to Tragic. Initially, I was gonna make like a visualizer for every single track, but just limitations in budget and time, and resources and all that stuff. It forced me to focus on choosing just kind of like the main ones that was giving me the most inspiration. And so that's where I got the 6. I chose the 6: Paranoid, K-pop crush, dopamine dispenser, habits, panic, and Hermes. Just 3 on each side. The intention going into it wasn't really to say very specific things, but they were to kind of capture a certain just like vibe or energy. Like I think the narrative of Tragic is more important in the grand scheme of things, like in the grand scheme of my life or my career, than it is like as a contained kind of story, if that makes sense. So that's why I chose to do the collaboration with the House of Zamora. That's why I wanted to even do choreography. Like I wanted to just really show people like what I could do. Like I have choreography in Paranoid, the Paranoid video. There's also dancers more improvising in the Hermes video. And I wanted to show that dance is a huge part of what I'm doing in the sound. But I also wanted to just like collaborate with like different cinematographers, different dancers and performers. That was also super important to me. So that's more what the visuals represent to me. It's more the world and like the vibe that we're building. The Young Uch vibe, kind of building that, than it is about like saying the message. I feel like the lyrics already get the message across.
True. Can you talk to me about the album cover? What was the inspiration for just the shimmer? It had like more of a feminine take too. It was a little punky as well. Can you take us through the process of just designing the photo book?
Yeah, so big shout out to the photographer Kitana, like one of my best friends. We shot all of that on film, and the photo book is not touched at all. So all of those photos are raw, like straight off the film, but they just look so fire. Like even all those little light leaks and stuff. I think there's just like a crack or something.
Oh,
there was just something going on with her camera on the day. And it was just creating all these like incredible, beautiful like moments, like ethereal moments. So it wasn't actually the vibe wasn't supposed to be as ethereal as it kind of came across. But we were just rolling with it. I just loved it. I was like, wow, that's so sick.
Do you feel like there's a track that's most representative about tragedy? And maybe not explicit tragedy, but you know, there's a lot of subtext and a lot of nuance and context within each track. What do you feel? Which track do you feel like embodies that sense of tragedy?
I think it's a tie between Blackwell Heart Freestyle and Habits. I think Blackwell Heart Freestyle is more like, I think anyone can relate to it if they feel like they've either like let their friends down, their family down, or like you know, being in bad habits or bad cycles or bad headspace, and like the people that we hurt around us. So that's like a really tragic aspect. But Habits is really about like me personally. So even when I listen to it now to this day, it's actually one of the older tracks as well, like from 2021, I think 2022 maybe. I revamped the production, but I didn't touch the lyrics at all, because I wanted to preserve that, like I want to respect it. Now that I'm a little bit more detached from it, it's not hitting so close to home. I can see how it could maybe help people feel seen, you know, if they're going through like similar stuff.
Aside from the opener Paranoia, Side A seems to primarily showcase the hedonistic lifestyle of a rock star, whereas Side B delves deeper into the pressures of coping mechanisms our protagonists faces. What was the messaging that you intended for Tragic to have, and do you feel like it succeeded on that front?
It's a coming of age story. It's about, like I said, like being a teenager and getting into partying like kind of early, kind of young, getting into alcohol and drugs, you know, when I was like 16. And now it's been a decade of that, you know, of partying, and I think just like getting into like the good aspects and the negative aspects. For me, definitely, like people have like a stigma around people who party and like people who go out, that they're like not reliable, or that they're not good friends, not good for you, stuff like that, right? But I definitely, one main theme about Tragic that I wanted to get across was that the people are amazing. It's when you're still being young and still like not understanding like myself, maybe like even capital S self. That's really where like the issues were stemming from. That's where the tragedy really lies. The tragedy is not like in the activities, but it's in like the mindset and the perspective that I had. Actually, in Paranoia, there's a line where I say, "Body with a soul, body with dysphoria," which is not true. we're not bodies with souls in my belief. You know, but at that time I felt that way. Like I was so connected to my body and my ego and stuff that it was causing me all this suffering. So that's the main core of Tragic.
How was the creation of K-pop, the visualizer, going more into the ballroom scene too? We talked about the like Jumanji Zamora, but also the godmother and godfather Tina and Zena Zamora were there. Piele Zamora, Big Mac Zamora were in the video. How was the process of the visualizer, and how does that kind of pertain to the community aspect and the queer aspect of Tragic?
Honestly, that was like the most nervous music video shoot I've had in in a long time. My vision was kind of just like this song is soft, it's kind, it's clubby. Even though it's not Vogue and ballroom in its sound, having Jumanji in it, I just thought it would be super fab to have anybody from the house who wanted to come out and be in it. And yeah, I'm just so honored that they wanted to be a part of it, but then the pressure was on. Once they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna show up. Yeah. I was like, oh, I was getting nervous. I was like, oh snap, it's gotta be good then. I gotta make them look good and stuff. But I think it went great, and they're so, they're amazing at what they do. And so that video was really just I wanted to just highlight them and just give them a moment to just show what they do and to perform and to give.
As we talked about being in the local scene, and then you get into even more niche space and underground. There's no representation, so to vocalize that, I think has a lot to do with Tragic. Not just about what's in Tragic itself sonically, but also the world of Tragic and how you work with different creatives, different artists, and performers, and how they all connect. How do you feel about that?
I think it's super important, and I think it's part of the core of what I do. I grew up here. Hawaii is my home, but I'm not the way that I want to express myself through my art is not necessarily the typical way. Or even there's not as much culture and community built around hip hop and club and dance music yet. I think there's people that there's people here love all kinds of music, all kinds of genres. Even the lyrical content and with the visuals, I always feel like I'm kind of trying to subvert maybe people's expectations of what they might normally see when they think of Hawaii, especially if they don't live here, right? They're used to seeing Diamond Head or beaches and those kind of things, but although that was of course part of my life growing up, there was also this other side, this underbelly side, or this side that people don't talk about or people don't represent, like you say,
the duality of it.
The duality.
And if no one's gonna do it, I want to do it.
So